Since yesterday, I am on my way to Calabar. I go to GUO first. I sleep there, GUO Park. They say they are not going to Calabar. They tell me I have to come to GIGM. Here I am, I standing GIM. But after I pay the money, in the early morning, when I go to Interbus, the passengers say they are not going to travel with Fulani. Just because of I am Fulani, they are not going to travel with me. Which make the GIGM to pay me back, refund me my money. They say they are sorry because passengers say they are not going to travel with Fulani. It's unfortunately. I'm sending this video to the world to know how we feel in our country. Today in Nigeria, just because of the Fulani, people will say they will not travel with you. Unfortunately, it is unfortunately. I'm sorry, my dear people. I'm sending this message to the world for people to know how Fulani feel in the world, how Fulani are feeling in our country, in Africa in general. This is what is happening to Fulani.
So while I feel sorry for this young man, I have to be very truthful. There is so much fear in Nigeria today. I have seen the reactions of netizens on Twitter, social media users. There's so much stigma, ethnicity, ethnic bigotry. I understand. But let's be very factual. 90% of the people who are commenting online, if they were the ones at that park with this guy, they won't enter the bus. See, let's stop being hypocrites. They don't know if this guy is a member of a terrorist, organization. Of course, he may not be, but understand the fear. The fear is, what if we go in the bus with this guy and along the way he informs people that we are coming and then they come into the road and kidnap? You understand? So that's the fear. That is exactly what terrorism does to the mind of people. After the 9/11 bombing in the US, do you know how much fear? It's not really GIG's fault because, hey, GIG would have done this. GIG would have. Did you expect GIG to put only him in a bus and then carry him to Calabar? The people said, we are uncomfortable with traveling with this man. I know it's like a stigma. I agree. I'm not saying it's good, but then I understand their fear too because they are traumatized. I say it a lot that Nigerians are the most traumatized people on earth. We act as if we're not traumatized because we are distracted by so many things. Sometimes it's things online, sometimes it's our work. So you wake up in the morning, you go and hustle because there's so much hardship in Nigeria. And then when you finish hustling, by the time you come back, you're tired. So you read about bombings, you read about kidnappings. It doesn't affect you because you are distracted. But now when you want to travel and you get to the park and you see a Fulani guy or someone that looks like a Fulani, that trauma begins to play out. It is embedded in your subconscious. It is lying there. It is recessive in your subconscious. But immediately you see the Fulani man, your trauma becomes triggered. And that is exactly what brings this kind of reaction.